Today, we want to embark on a journey for parents and children to understand what will happen if you are too much on the digital screen. Being a medical academic and also being the director of Colombo Empathic Learning Center, I have been seeing many children who have been adversely affected by the digital screen. Firstly, what would happen is if you give the digital screen to see, play with, and so on to a child under the age of 3, you will be scuttling and scrambling his speech, because we have a God-given gift and design that a little child can pick up speech and language, in fact 2 languages, before the age of 3 effortlessly, because that's how their brain has been designed. But of course, children pick up language best while bonding with their mom, and then from dad, and then from siblings. So human interaction, smiles, even while the baby is breastfeeding, he's looking at the smiles and the nuances, and the infant-directed speech is what makes him or her to absorb the language. Then when the child begins to touch shapes and crawl with fingers and toes exposed, he is actually writing a kind of language with the shapes and movements his fingers would make. So parents, you must understand, children's fingers must move around shaped objects. They will not know to call it cube or cylinder or sphere, but their brain recognizes the shape. See what I am doing. When a child is, let's say, touching plasticine, molding something shapeless or with shape, just around the cube his fingers are moving, this is a kind of language writing in his brain which improves his speech. He naturally absorbs speech and language, and that's the way the brain becomes smart. On the other hand, you put a child on the screen, the 2D screen limits child's brain wiring, because all of life is 3D. He sees 3D, he moves 3D, and he does everything 3D. So 2 into the power 3 is 8, and just being on the digital screen, he goes down to 2 dimensions, and he doesn't move his fingers and he doesn't crawl at all. Moving fingers and moving toes is the way brain becomes brilliant. So parent, my appeal to you is let your child move around and touch things, speak to him as much as possible. The best brain development and his IQ potential becomes brilliant by doing such things. Before the age of 3 and then up to the age of 6 years is the time brain gathers for future greatness. Please, my appeal is don't scuttle that. Bring your child. Please give a telephone call to 077 151 2801. There is no cost to attending our Empathic Learning Center on any Friday. It's on from 6 p.m. You will see wonders happening to your child, recovering speech, recovering the attention span, recovering creativity. Till we meet you with some more nuggets. Bye-bye.